I've boiled this down to one sentence that I think it will be true forever, and it's immutable. No one will ever be able to debunk this. We already say it in our vernacular, and we go, a man is only as good as his word. We've all heard this. And every man would be like, your word is your bond. This is the cornerstone of almost all conversations with men. Here's my take on that. Most men actually don't do what they say they're going to do when they say they're going to do it without fault. That is the answer, because here's what happens when you do what you say you're going to do, when you say you're going to do it without fault. I'm going to give 3 very quick examples so they can see where we're all fucking it up. Hey, honey, I'll be home at 5, and I'm always home between 5:10 and 5:23, and I've always got an excuse why I can never be on time. Hey, honey, I'm going to hang those pictures in the hallway. 5 months later, they're still not hung, and I have an excuse why it's da-da-da-da-da. Hey, baby, I'm going to get this thing from the store from you on my way home from work. Fuck, I got so busy at work. I got caught up. I totally forgot, my bad. Maybe tomorrow, blah, blah, blah. If you do what you say you're going to do, when you say you're going to do it without fault, that builds trust, period. And when the trust goes up, the lust goes up. So what you just said, when they feel safe, they unleash them. How we say that is, be the redwood tree that she can push against you and knows you're going to hold up, so that way she can dance under the shade of your branches. What these analogies are simply painting the picture of exactly what you're saying. Do what you say. If I do what I say I'm going to do, my wife, listen, I want, this is going to shock every man's ears. I don't care what you think. I'm here to shock you so you can wake up. My wife will do anything sexually I ask of her anytime. Any fantasy, any pleasure, anything I want to do, because of one thing. If I'm there with you, I know I'm the safest woman in the room. Wherever we go. Not to mention, I just got my blue belt last night in jiu-jitsu. That's not what she's talking about. She's talking about safety with emotion. She can share anything. And guess what? I don't become defensive like a little lady boner killer. Defensiveness is the biggest lady boner killer ever. And so here's what's happening. I'm getting fired up. Frank, I haven't gotten this fired up on one of these calls in a while. You're really hitting my nerves, and I like it. I like it a lot. But it's this energy. If a guy would simply revert, what is a man? A man is a supremely valuable man, a man that has all the options in the world with women. And when he's monogamous and with one woman, she knows that if she does not show up in a high standard, he literally could have the pick of any other. That's called the perception of options. It's a very powerful lever in game. We're not trying to create anything that's not there. We're open to the reality of what is. Do what you say you're going to do when you say you're going to do it. That will start you down every path you need to go on. That's my one single 7-minute answer.
But years ago, I had Dr. Anna Lemke, author of Dopamine Nation, Stanford's director of addiction, one of the most highly regarded individuals in the recovery and community space. I'm going to link this back to our work and kind of how we help and navigate these conversations with our men. And Anna shared with me that her first step you would take in her clinical practice when she's working with people in addiction. And I think helping people recover and transform their lives in addictions is exactly the same from a psychological and behavioral standpoint as helping a man get control of his relationship, helping him get control of his fitness. There's so much spillover in all these areas. And that's why I'm using this to follow up with what you said. Her first step that she takes with all of her clients is radical honesty. Stop lying in every single area of your life. If you were late to work because you stayed 15 minutes reading the newspaper and watching the news, you weren't late to work when you got there because there was traffic, right? If you didn't get to the gym because you were just lazy that day, don't say that you stayed after work later. And she said the lies that we tell about ourselves become the story and the narrative of the reality that we exist in. You begin to lie long enough. You talked about trust, and I think you were saying trust in your relationship. When you lie long enough, that trust with the person looking back at you in the mirror begins to erode. And if I know deep subconsciously that I am a liar, I can never present that, once again, that masculine frame, that energy in the relationship, because there's going to be this deep underlying disbelief, even when I say something to another person, this probably isn't going to happen, right? It's like, and how I try to use this with our men is like, think of people in your life that have promised you things, and then they do that 3-4 times, you give up on that person. Well, how many times have you promised yourself that you're going to get in shape? How many times have you promised yourself that you're going to stop hitting snooze? How many times have you promised yourself that you're going to get porn out of your life? You don't believe because you don't have a track record of not believing. So we help them with the first step of the day is like, just stop hitting snooze. Like it's such a simple win, and it can be transformative. Like if you're a man that hits snooze, which half the men do and half the men don't, it's like just knowing that when I say I'm going to wake up at this time, I actually do it, slowly begins to build confidence in yourself.
You're so spot on. We found the exact same thing. The reason I'm so honest about my upbringing, how I used to be a pastor, I used to read the New Testament once a week through. Like I'm a dedicated, disciplined motherfucker. And when the whole reason I left the church and went down this path that I went on, and I'm back now, I believe in Jesus, and I'm more spiritually connected than I've ever been. I think Jesus is the way, and I think he's floating through all of us, and we've got really good vibes because of it. That being said, I think that the shit that's being taught today in Jesus' name is fucking people's lives up in their marriage and in their sex life, because it's taught from people that don't really have the fruit. That is the problem. Hey, listen, if a guy goes, hey, my wife left me 8 years ago because I was not showing up this way, and this way, and then I decided I was going to change it this way, and this way, not to get her to do anything for me, but for me to be this guy for myself, that's exactly what you're talking about. Man, do what you say you can do when you say you can do it without fault has got to be, that's your mantra for you. It's not whether, and a lot of times guys are like, oh, like, what do you mean? So she can trust that you're not going to go cheat on her? Dude, my wife's not afraid of me cheating on her. She knows that would be the biggest violation of my word to myself. She's like, dude, that guy would take a bullet before he fucking broke his word to himself in that area. That's not fucking happening. But can she trust that when I go, I'm going to pick up our daughter from dance at such and such time, that she's not wondering, is that actually going to happen? And then when she goes, I can lean on this guy, then they subconsciously do this thing. And maybe you've seen this happen, but it happens a lot. Women test what they want to trust subconsciously. So here's what happens. A guy will listen to the only reason these guys are beating off and watching porn and coming to you, Frank, because they feel horrible about doing it, but they don't know another option, and they don't want to cheat on their wife. They don't want to get a divorce. That would break their family. That would break their God's heart. Like, they feel fucking stuck as shit. I did too. Okay? So you know that. I know that. But really, that's a hole inside of them that they're really trying to fill in the deepest way possible. We all just want to be fucking loved for who we are. So that leads a man down to some things, and to where he will do whatever it takes to get a little bit of acceptance from his wife and not have his backbone or ball sack intact. And she goes, he's an easy pushover. Now she knows, oh, fuck, I'm the leader. And guess what happens? She acts like a petty little tyrant. She takes away the resources, keeps her man on her leash, keeps him in a good spot. You stay there. And he goes, fuck, she won't listen to me. She won't suck my dick anymore. She's too busy. Everybody else is a priority. And then now he goes, well, what do? I'll just go beat off for 5-7 minutes. Just get that itch out of me. And then I can kind of like cope through my life. So I know that guy's here going, but can I actually turn this thing fucking around in my marriage? And the answer is yes, but only if, number one, you own the fucking truth and go, shit, I'm the problem, I'm the solution. The second thing that I came to realize was the biggest thing for a guy to turn this around, and it's the only reason that they guys get the results, I'm sure, in your program, is number two, he had to go, I have to become the most attractive version of me for me. You know, the guy who doesn't hit the snooze button, the guy who goes, I have an hour of videos to watch on how to quit porn and to take control of my life again. And I only have from 5 to 6 a.m. to do it before the rest of my life gets up. That guy's at 4:59 hitting that thing off so it doesn't wake anybody up. And he's at 5 o'clock going, I got to do this. Dude, there are guys, when they come into our program, they will go, I binge watched every fucking module overnight because the stuff you're telling me is setting me free. Oh my God, this actually, she's a mirror to me. She's literally mirroring back to me. Fuck. Once you see it, you can't unsee it, man.